watch episode on the app because me and Randolph had to handle the bitch. Why? Because she thought she was being slick in person, and then the femininity coach, she teaches women how to be feminine, started bucking up and talking like this and saying bitch back, and we was all fighting.
Now, Keita is the other one in this situation who is also currently unemployed. The same thing applies with her. How long did you think you could carry on the way you were carrying on at work and that you would still have a job? It's super interesting for me now to see Keita, throwing a fit about how she didn't get paid. But the truth is this. The same way that you felt as though y'all did not owe me basic human respect in my face, or at the very least, to just do our job and go home, the same way y'all felt like I was not owed basic human respect because of my talking points or my tone or that you don't like my content. It's crazy how karma works, because now the same thing is happening where now Ace is saying that because of something that you did or said, or because of however y'all interacted, that you don't deserve to get paid. But see me, I'm not a hater, okay? If you did the work, you need to get paid. Even though the work that you were doing was to be the pit bull for Ace. You project by calling women like me a pit bull, but I'm not on nobody's payroll to sit there and sick them on women that they bring in. The way I do my content on my page is for me and the people that like it, and there's 250,000 people who enjoy it. Now, you see how Keita, once again, when you're dealing with tall, dark-skinned women, do you see how her impersonation of me was, oh, yeah, and to paint me out to be masculine and to paint me out to be aggressive. Now, I'm going to show you what actually happened, and we're going to break the rest of this down.
I'm making the most money.
No, I'm doing my both sides.
So what you mean?
I'm doing my both sides.
So because we're
making the most money, and they're the highest rated entrepreneur.
So that takes away from the fact that they're still.
They got money for food.
So, but that still takes away. That takes away from the fact that's why motherfuckers don't. That's why we don't like you, bro.
So
that's
I'm so glad you said it, and it's noted.
Yeah, I just met you today. I didn't know who the fuck you were before we got here.
No, stop cussing at me.
It's the
Stop
ignorance.
cussing at me.
It's the ignorance and the lack of knowledge.
No, baby. So this is what we have a problem.
I'ma do
You have no knowledge. You ain't got to cuss at me. You ain't got to be disrespectful. Have I respected you?
Yeah.
So you can do whatever you want, and then what? Then what happens? You do whatever you want, then what's the next move?
Yeah.
Then I'm wrong not retaliating. I have been respectful. I have been respectful towards you. Y'all poke the bear. Then when someone check you like, feminine,
You came in here upset. Yeah, you came in here upset.
Excuse me.
The fuck? When I tried to say hi, and you had an issue because I stitched a video. It's social media.
Now, if anybody can find in that clip where I was like, oh, you bitches, a bitch ain't come out my mouth, a profanity ain't come out my mouth, okay? The very first thing that was said to me as soon as I sat down by Randy was, disrespectfully, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. Like, I literally sat down and they were like, hey, everything we're about to say to you is for the purpose of disrespect. Like, who the fuck does that? So the correct way for them to handle this would be to say, and you would think, this is how you know that they're the exact type of women that I be talking about, which is why they don't like me. The way that they do fuck shit, throw rocks, hide their hands, lie, never apologize, try to do anything they can to avoid any form of accountability. Now, you would think that after them both being fired, unemployed, and Keita crying online because how's she going to make her bills, you would think that they would have that moment to say, you know what? Let's reflect into the part we played into this, okay? Let's reflect. Let's not sit here and we'll just paint Ace out to the abuser and forget that we were the ones abusing guests as well, because we wanted to make sure that we kept our job and we were getting paid. That would be the right way to handle it. But instead, you're doubling down and lying more. And now you're even starting rumors that I slept with Ace. Now, Keita. Now that sounds like a projection to me.
No, we talking about Six the God. The goddess. And it's funny because she teaches women how to be like feminine, right? But during the episode, as we're calling her out, she and Randy start to get into it. So she's yelling, Randy's yelling. She's like, oh, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the feminist coach. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ace ain't knock her on the couch of doom. Smash them papas. All these hoes don't like me. I'm not sure. I be sitting next to him. Maybe that's why.
So I'm just going to say this just in case. But for the record, I never slept with Ace. Never would. Matter of fact, if Ace was the last man on earth and it depended on him and I to repopulate it, the human race would just have to die out, honey. So these are the self-proclaimed girls. I'm a girl's girl, but I'm going to slut shame. I'm going to lie and put bodies on women that they don't have. You know, women like Keita, you know, as long as you're doing what she wants you to do, as long as you're acting the way she wants, as long as you're using the tone that she wants, oh, she'll laugh with you and kiki and all of that. And then the minute that she doesn't get her way, them the type of girls right there, honey, they gonna tell your business the same way she been doing Kitty. People are trying to act like, oh, her and Kitty, it was a business relationship. No, their children played together. They were at each other's homes, okay? And then the minute that Kitty don't act the way she feels, because she's the master cracking that whip, and y'all blackies better listen to me. So the minute that the blackies get out of order to her, oh, honey, the gloves come off. She can exploit everything. She's exploiting Ace's, you know, SA. She's over here telling everyone, oh, Kitty's in debt. I had to buy her food. I can't stand them girls where they so cool when things going their way. Then the minute you fall out, now they want to tell your business and tell everybody everything that you did for them. They're quite literally the worst type of people. I swear to you.
And I'm like, yeah, that's what that soft life is. You're a slut. Cool. So she was like, I don't like big women. I don't like big women because as black women, we are the ones that cook for our family. So if we're big, such and such. And so she was on live on Instagram calling fat women fluffy. You're saying you fat bitches are mad and just different things like that. It didn't really get to me because at the end of the day, listen.
Now, what you just saw there is Keita once again lying. Now, my content ain't for the week, okay? Don't come over to my content if you want someone to tell you what you want to hear, because it will not be it. I'm not explaining myself too much about my content and the way I do it, because I'm a grown woman and everyone can create content the way they want to. If you don't like it, you ain't got to watch it. Never once did I get on there and say, oh my God, I don't like big girls. She literally, they have to lie and say these things because they're trying to find a way to justify their actions towards me, because they know they looking kind of crazy over here, talk about they was abused. Girl, you was not abused, honey. You are the abuse, okay? Ace would send you to do the abusing. So now they have to resort to lying to try to justify their treatment toward me. Baby, girl, you making this so hard. Just be like, you know what? I was wrong. And me being in an environment and needing my money, I was selfish. I just wanted my money. I didn't care about who I hurt. And that's the real reason why you're crashing out over not getting paid, because you sold your soul. See, had you not sold your soul, you could have handled that in a simple lawsuit and got your money like that. But you have to crash out and do all this because you're angry, because it's like, what? I sold my soul for you. I was your pit bull. I was your bully. I disrespected people for you. I did all that. And then you're going to fire me and you're not going to pay me. That's why she's responding like this, y'all. And that's why, but see, once again, I ain't no hater, so I'll be the one to say she deserved to get paid. You might have told me that I didn't deserve basic human respect because of something I did. But I will say that right is right and wrong is wrong. You need to get paid because you sure was a full-blown pit bull. And then there's comments like this. Once again, the colorist undertones that I be talking about. The first thing they're going to always say is masculine. Her goal the whole time was to discredit me, because how dare this chocolate girl be looked at as a femininity coach? How dare she be the favorite? And that's all I'm going to say about on you, Keita, because, honey, the truth is, your ex leaving and stealing your money and running off is enough punishment, honey. You don't need to be beat up on no more, honey. Especially the way your man was looking me up and down like he wanted to eat me straight out my clothes. So that's the worst. When your man is like thirsty and like Googling your ops. Oh my God, the worst. So you've had enough. But I just want to put that out there that she's literally lying. I never slept with Ace. And she's a real mean girl. And most of what's happening to her is simply karma. So yeah, I hate that for you. You can join Randy on monster.com. And y'all can start your content police firm that y'all have already began. I love that for y'all. Okay.